Now I'm joined by Michael Winters, trainer of both Missunited and indeed Rebel Fitz. Michael, a big day in Tipperary next Sunday, and I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's a lovely novice chase there, and I was talking about Garrity, and over a period of time he penciled out his race for him, and we're looking forward to it. I was down there lately, the ground is immaculate there, the great coat of grass and everything, but I suppose with the weather we have, if the sponsors and everybody want all the horses and most of the good horses to turn up, they'll just have to make sure that the ground is safe, because like what you call it, it's a very quick, funny time of the year, because normally this time of the year there'd be good cushion in the grass on the ground, but the ground has gone a small bit in the concrete side, like a little bit, so that's the only worry we have on the thing, and we'd love to support the meeting and support the crowd and everything else, and we will go there, but we definitely won't be running unless we feel it's safe for the horse, because as I say, your first responsibility is your animal, and we'd love to be there then, and we're looking forward to the day out.
Michael, you've had great success over the last couple of years, obviously most notably with Rebel Fitz and indeed Missunited. Rebel Fitz has made a great start to his chasing career as well.
Yeah, well, what you call it, we were blessed, I suppose, to come across himself and Missunited. He's progressed, which is a big thing, and maybe we just got into chasing in time from the hulls. He was very good over hulls. He was shot a tiny little bit, and he was making probably the one mistake in the hull race that was put him out. He's an awful intelligent, clever horse, and I'd say he knows that if he makes a mistake in the fence, he'll definitely remember it if he makes it. So he's too clever to make it, so we're having a great time with him, and so far he's progressing, and hopefully keep winning away, and he seems to have the edge on a few of the horses he's meeting at the moment, which is a great thing. You know, a horse, if you're in charge, well, you get a lot of confidence out of that.
And Missunited ran a cracking race in the Curragh, but also has had two back-to-back wins prior to that, both in a hurdle race and in a listed race, both in Galway. So I'm sure, you know, obviously the big race on Sunday is a possibility for her even at this stage.
Yeah, well, I tell you what you call, we'll have a look at the ground, and I'll talk to the owners, and if they decide to make an entry, so we can see how we get on after today. She handled the ground lovely today, and she was good in herself and things. She'd probably been flatbred, I suppose, that in the overhauls maybe that she'd handle slightly better than maybe Rebel Fitz. He just a horse, if he's quality, you'd just be afraid to risk him. Like the ground today now was lovely here, there was a great smooth cold grass, and they gave it a drop of rain, but like over fences, you just be a small bit more afraid, you'd need a little ease in it. So we'll be looking at the two of them being entered for Tipperary, and we'll head down there and we'll support the meeting and things, and please God, we'll come home one piece.
Absolutely. Well, she made a good one today as well, Michael, obviously, but she is gutsy, she's tough, and she really is a horse to look forward to, again, over the winter months.
Yeah, well, she's a lady that she won't be out, she'll be left off for a bit of the winter. She ran a great race today because she did her own donkey walk in front, and you know, just on the line I saw her shying a bit from the line, so in other words, if you shy from the line you're not exhausted, so which is probably a great thing, because she's keeping a little bit up her sleeve, which means she can race more often, and you know, often these horses break that hat, well, they mightn't keep doing it either. So, like ourselves and everybody else, I suppose you need a small bit of roguery or something to keep the best side going, like.
You yourself, Michael, you kind of sprang to prominence, I suppose, with Rebel Fitz's victory in the Galway hurdle last year. How are you enjoying the attention? Does it suit you?
Well, I suppose, you know, we like to make the best of things, because we know, like, I remember me growing up, Dan Oley and Tom Foley and lads like that, and kind of they came out of a good horse, but they were great to the public and everything, so we'll be doing the best we can to try and embrace racing and do the best we can, and meeting people there. And you know, if you're going home and a young fella asks you for an autograph, you'll be half embarrassed, and you'll be used to doing it, but I go home and I think, geez, I should have written it a bit more, like my scribble is terrible. So we're enjoying it really, and you know, long may it last, as you say, and somebody else get their turn, but on the racing it's very, very tough for the lads down at the end of the ladder and things like that, and you just hope that people are all for them and things, because really there's very little going out for lads. Point to point at the moment, that was awful tough. It's like you've some at least inside this race here, you go into good class races, and you might have one horse to take you on as such in the class you're in. You go down to the handicaps, you go down to point, and Jesus, it's a serious business for fellas trying to scrape a living. It
is seriously competitive, there's no doubt about that. Of course, the winter season coming in, Michael, everybody's thoughts start to turn, of course, to Cheltenham, and I'm sure it's a place I'm sure you know you have a little ambition maybe to go to Cheltenham with a good horse and win a big race at some stage.
Well, what you call it, the connections to Rebel Fitz are based in England. We'd love to have him there. We'll take him over in October if the ground is suitable there, maybe November if it isn't, and he'll have a trip around. maybe it mightn't be the place to parade ring is what I'm afraid of. It's like a Coliseum, and he's a horse that's very wild. Missunited loved the environment there. I think she loved the hill and she'd fly up the hill and stuff. If she turned up 100%, she'd kick a lot of asses at her backsides.
Well, we look forward to seeing both of them over the winter. You've had great success over the last few months and indeed over the last couple of years, and we wish you the best of luck in the future. Thanks very much for talking to us, Michael.
Thank you too. Bye.